Now, of course, if I remember rightly, when these first come out, I'm pretty sure we were told that they would save us money, and it would be our choice if we wanted to switch to them or not. But it appears that over the years, not many people have decided to do so, and now it seems they've come up with another thing to, shall we say, tempt us, or more than likely force us to switch to smart meters. But just what am I going on about then? Well, according to this article, it says that 300,000 households are to lose heating in the smart meter push, and just imagine that, especially in winter time, when I'm pretty sure quite a lot of people, especially the elderly and vulnerable people, actually depend on heating quite a lot. So that, if anything, is hardly our choice to move over. If anything, it's like kind of putting a gun to our heads and saying, make your choice, when in reality, it should be our choice. But energy firms have apparently admitted that they are unlikely to replace thousands of radio tele switching systems, the old RTS meters, with smart meters before the old technology is phased out next month. So even if you decided to say, okay, I'll do it, which I'm guessing they more than likely would love to hear us say, then even now it looks like a lot of people might not be able to have it installed in time, or replaced in time, should I say, thereby acting as some sort of punishment in my eyes. But according to Energy UK, at the end of March, 430 households still used the RTS, which relies on the BBC's, it's no surprise, is it, that they appear to have some part in this, long-wave radio signals to switch meters between peak and off-peak rates, which of course I'm guessing is the old Economy 7, which unfortunately my mum still uses, or still has, Economy 7 heaters. So I think it's about time I popped round to hers for a cup of tea, eh? But long-wave radio also powers apparently BBC 4, which I am guessing all of about 5 people listen to. However, the BBC is now shutting down the technology as it becomes obsolete. Although, to be honest, I'm guessing they probably wouldn't shut down BBC Radio 4, eh? The trade body for energy companies has agreed, though, with the regulator Ofgem to switch off RTS meters, which date back to the 1980s, and more customers onto smart meters instead. Now, yes, obviously, don't get me wrong. I know that with the passing of time, things become obsolete, and most of the time we switch from the old to the new, like from videos to DVDs and things like that. However, that is our choice to do that. There are, I'm sure, many people out there with the old VCR2 in the attic, which they could use if they indeed wanted to. But perhaps, and admittedly I could be wrong, but perhaps they should have given people more of a warning about this and gave a much longer transition between the warnings and the switch off of the signal. I mean, it's just a thought, especially as quite a lot of people, as I said, will be the elderly and vulnerable, and therefore may need a bit more time than what the rest of the country would. But at the end of the day, it should be our choice, not theirs, in my opinion. Even says here, look, that the rollout of smart meters has been controversial because of data privacy concerns and dumb meters that left thousands of customers with incorrect bills. But what they all said about it? Well, Energy UK has said more than 1,000 RTS meters are now being replaced every day. Meaning that, I'm guessing, if they can replace 1,000 every day, why not just put it back a year? Therefore, every one of these 300,000 will surely have been replaced within that year. It's not going to cost them too much money, is it? Surely. You'd like to think, wouldn't you? Either way, though, let's face it, energy companies make billions of pounds every year. So if putting it back by a year or so means that a few elderly and vulnerable people might have heating for the winter months, surely wouldn't that be the best thing to do? Simon Francis, a coordinator at the End Fuel Poverty Coalition, said our member organisations across the country will continue to do all they can to support the transition and raise awareness of the switch, but urgent action is now required. Well, perhaps wouldn't have been a good idea if they put a leaflet through everyone's doors. But don't worry, because an Ofgem spokesperson, they said that the RTS upgrade programme was an urgent consumer welfare issue, and it was determined to ensure customers were protected when that technology goes out of action. Well, it appears that might not be the case, Ofgem, so bloody well get it sorted. They continued, though. In recent weeks, we have seen evidence of suppliers significantly stepping up their activity in these remote areas, such as the Highlands and the Islands of Scotland, and solutions to improve smart meter connectivity in the north have been launched. So we urge any customers who may have previously struggled to get their RTS meter replaced to please contact their supplier again to arrange an appointment. Well, what if you don't want a smart meter? Surely they should roll out some sort of dumb smart meter where you can still ring up and give your meter readings which isn't connected remotely to the internet. For those people who don't actually want a smart meter, and thereby alleviating any privacy concerns. I mean, surely that is the way to go, isn't it? Let me know what you think down in the comments, and subscribe for more because I'll be back very, very soon.